What's up, everybody? Alberto here. Got all your Juve news. All right, we got new targets to add to the list. We got potential Chiesa replacements, links with Bayern Munich, and a meeting apparently went down between Giuntoli and Mana and Bayern officials. We've got all that, and of course, Max Allegri's presser ahead of the big game tomorrow against Genova. All right, so like the video, subscribe to the channel. This is the AJC. Let's rock. First things first. As far as targets go for Juventus, the names continue to be added. Amrabat, we heard a little while ago, he could very much be a potential option for Juventus, returning to Fiorentina, being on a contract that ends in 2025. Carnesecchi, more links with the player, all right, especially if Szczesny does not work out a deal with Juventus on a renewal. So all eyes on what happens with Wojciech Szczesny, but more rumors than not say that he does want to renew and finish out his career with Juventus, so we wait and see what happens there. As far as Raspadori, linked with Juventus, but apparently only if something goes down with Federico Chiesa. Goodmanson linked with Juventus as well. Juve apparently working on trying to bring in a formula to lower his price, which is valued somewhere around 30 million euros. Now remember, we keep hearing about Lewis Ferguson. The nice thing there is that Bologna apparently does have young talents from Juventus that they share interest in, which would be used to bring that price down. Now Juve's looking at if the same is there for Genoa. We have to wait and see. We'll get a good look at Goodmanson in that game tomorrow. And yes, there will be a preview show later on today, so stay tuned. It's probably going to be somewhere around 3 p.m. Pacific time, but just keep eyes for it. We are going to be doing a preview show for that Genova match. It is at 4:30 a.m. my time, and there will be a live watch along. Now we get to this meeting with Bayern Munich, all right? So Juve apparently had a meeting with Bayern Munich officials to discuss certain players coming to Juventus, all right? The four names in the foreground are Goretzka and Zirkzee. In the background, Leroy Sané and Mazraoui, all right? So when it comes to these, I think the price is going to price us out, especially when Sané is being listed as, like Raspadori was, a potential option should Federico Chiesa move on from Juventus. But the salary demands of Sané are what seem to have him looking to leave Bayern Munich. I can't see it working out with Juventus. We are trying to cut our players, trying to keep the salaries down. I don't see it. I think there's two potential actual legit options out of that list, and I think it's Goretzka and Mazraoui, all right? So we will see what comes from it. Milik, his future is away from Juventus, all right? That's what the latest rumors state, and Milan and Roma are interested. He's got a 10 million euro valuation, but the latest from him is he is the latest to go down with injury, out for 10 to 15 days, all right? Now, Max Allegri addresses that in his press conference ahead of the game tomorrow. He also said Keane, De Sciglio, Perin all back. Obviously, Milik out, will be reevaluated after international break. Rabiot is back in but does not have 90 minutes in his leg. He speaks about the team saying we must improve defensively and we must not look ahead or behind us in the table. We can only look to ourselves. And he has kept the team together in a retiro overnight before the game to try and rally everyone to make this final solid push down the stretch. Not reaching top four, not an option. Game tomorrow, an absolute must win. All right, so you guys know the drill. This wraps up the news break. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the content, but hit me in the comments with everything you think about the news we just heard today and how you're feeling about this Genova match. And keep your eyes peeled for that preview show, probably around 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, fino alla fine, forza Juve, ciao tutti.